Former White House advisor, longtime ally of former President Trump, Steve Bannon, has been sentenced to 4 months in prison for contempt of Congress. Bannon was convicted of 2 counts of contempt of Congress for defying a subpoena from the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol. ABC News Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas live outside the courthouse, along with ABC News Justice Department reporter Alex Mallon, who is joining us now on the phone with more. So, Pierre and Alex, thank you so much in advance for the conversation. Pierre, remind us, please, how did we get here? And how significant is this 4-month sentence, which we'll highlight for everyone is less than what it could have been?
Well, the bottom line is that the January 6th hearing committee issued a subpoena to Steve Bannon requesting that he produce documents and also provide testimony. He did neither. And the Justice Department, upon receiving a referral from Congress, sought to enforce the contempt of Congress. He was convicted by a jury of his peers, and today the judge rendered a sentence. The Justice Department had sought a 6-month prison term for Steve Bannon. The judge sort of split the difference, saying that it was a serious matter, what happened on January 6th, and noted that Congress had every right to investigate. He also noted that there was a need for a deterrence factor here because you want the institutions of government to be respected. So he issued this 4-month sentence, which is a pretty significantly long sentence because these kind of cases are rare. But he did give something in the way of some sympathy for Bannon, because while he's appealing this particular sentence, he will not have to report to prison. So he's allowed to be out pending his appeal. The judge noted that there were some things that worked in Bannon's favor, namely that Congress could have sought a civil suit against him to have a judge force him to testify. The January 6th committee did not do that. He also mentioned that the fact that the appeal has some merit that will be considered. So therefore, Bannon will not be reporting to jail anytime soon. But the bottom line is, if he does not win on appeal, he faces 4 months in prison.
Pierre, thank you. As always, we're going to come back to you. Alex, I'd like to bring you in on a separate but somewhat equal topic, which is Bannon also under investigation for allegedly defrauding investors in a fund for a border wall. Where do those charges stand?
So Bannon has pleaded not guilty in the state of New York after he was charged with counts like conspiracy and money laundering for this effort that he was previously indicted federally for this crowdfunding effort that he and other associates built up to promote building a wall along the southern border. And now prosecutors in the Southern District of New York alleged that he and the other associates were basically using that fund to bilk Trump supporters out of money that they were then using to personally enrich themselves and basically putting it in their own coffers rather than anything that was going towards a border wall. And so President Trump pardoned him for that offense, and now he faces state charges, and that could actually carry a much more significant sentence than what he faced today if he is convicted.
Alex, thanks. Pierre, I would like to come back to you on what this all means for the House Committee's investigation into the attack on the Capitol.
Well, at the end of the day, we do not expect that Bannon will ultimately comply with anything the January 6th committee has been doing. But I think what's important here is that this is the closest person to President Trump, someone who's been, at least in the past, in the inner circle of former President Trump, who now is facing consequences for refusing to comply with a federal subpoena from the January 6th committee. And that in and of itself, you had, again, a former member of the administration today in court told that he will serve time in prison if he loses on appeal.
A last important point. Pierre Thomas, thank you as always. Alex Mallon, thank you to you as well. We will be right back with more.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.